Yo, what is going on, you guys? Welcome back to a brand new Spider-Man PS4 video, and in today's video we're going to be talking about 5 Marvel heroes who could appear in Spider-Man PS5. Number 5, the Avengers. Now, the Avengers are 5th on my list and plumb last. The reason for this is because while they were referenced in Spider-Man PS4 with the Avengers Tower, the chances of the Avengers actually showing up in the Spider-Man PS5 video game is actually very low. The reason I say this is because the Avengers are currently on the West Coast as suggested by Spider-Man in the game. This means that they would have to come back to New York in the sequel to feature in the game. Another big factor is the sheer size of the team. The team consists of a lot of members, which could take the focus off Spider-Man in the game. The game is meant to be focused around Spider-Man, and adding the Avengers could take the focus away from Spider-Man, which could be detrimental to the story in a lot of ways. However, we can't ignore the fact that they still do exist in this universe and that the Avengers Tower does exist in New York, which could mean by even if it's just a cameo, we could very much see the appearance of these legendary heroes in the Spider-Man PS4 sequel. Number 4, Wolverine. Since it's been confirmed that multiple other heroes and hero teams such as the Avengers exist within Marvel's Spider-Man PS4 universe, it's not out the realm of possibility that the X-Men or Wolverine at least could exist within this universe. We also do know that with the inclusion of Venom, that Wolverine could be a likely candidate to help Spider-Man out, or at least on some kind of side mission in the game. We know that in the comics and in multiple other games like the Ultimate Spider-Man that Venom and Wolverine have crossed paths before, and it's not like Wolverine has never shown up in a Spider-Man game before. For example, he had a short but influential appearance in Spider-Man Web of Shadows. Along with these already established game appearances, he has also crossed paths with Spider-Man alone a lot, so if another hero shows up as a side mission or a part of the main story, Wolverine could be a good bet. However, the reason why Logan is number 4 on my list is because he's been used in other games before, and this could be a reason for him not to show up in the game. Number 3, Moon Knight. Moon Knight is an interesting one, as he's one of the most underused Marvel characters in Marvel Comics history. I really do love Moon Knight, and this is a personal one for me. I would love to see Moon Knight show up in the Spider-Man PS4 sequel. Now, this isn't just based off my love for the character, I actually have a reason for him to show his face. Moon Knight, like Wolverine, did also make an appearance in the Spider-Man Web of Shadows video game and has proven to work well with the wall crawler, and we know once again this Spider-Man PS4 universe includes the entire Marvel gallery, or at least we think so. The story that they are going for with the sequel also seems to be a very dark and different from the first game, as it's been hinted at from the end of the last game that the Green Goblin will show up, who has caused Spider-Man so much pain in the comic series and who is literally deemed as Spider-Man's arch nemesis, and also with the inclusion of Venom, who I might add was the main villain of Spider-Man Web of Shadows, could suggest at Moon Knight's appearance. This dark and gritty tone that they've set up for the sequel is right down Moon Knight's avenue, and it's not out of the realm of possibility that he could show up. Number 2, Doctor Strange. Now, this is where we slide into the territory of where the characters are directly acknowledged that aren't the Avengers. The Sanctum Sanctorum is a literal location that you have to go to in the game to take a photo of. This suggests 100% that Doctor Strange exists within this universe, and could mean that if another big citywide event happens at the end of the sequel like it did at the end of the first game, the Spider-Man could be helped out by other heroes, such as Stephen Strange. Doctor Strange and Peter Parker have crossed over many times in the comics, movies, and TV shows, although he has never appeared in a game before, which is why I think it would be the perfect opportunity coming off the back of Avengers Infinity War and Avengers Endgame, where Spider-Man and Doctor Strange interacted, to include him into the sequel game and have him help Peter out. This would be a cool addition to a Spider-Man game that we've never seen before. Number 1, Daredevil. Undoubtedly one of the most referenced characters in the first game, and I think it's very likely we could see Daredevil, Matt Murdock, appear in the next game. Unlike Doctor Strange, Daredevil is on the same power level as Spider-Man. As cool as it would be to see Doctor Strange appear in the sequel, his power level and Peter's are non-comparable. Strange can literally control time while Spider-Man swings from a web. Come on, it's not even close. But with that out of the way, Daredevil would be a perfect match to team up with Spider-Man. We already know that he exists in this universe, so it wouldn't be out of the realm of possibility that Matt Murdock could show his face, especially if they decide to go down a similar route to Spectacular Spider-Man, where the identity of Green Goblin is a mystery and Daredevil and Spider-Man have to solve it together. Daredevil could also be a part of a cool little side quest as well if he doesn't influence the main story that much. I think it's also long overdue that we have Daredevil appear in a Spider-Man game, as Spider-Man and Daredevil mix and match so well. Other defenders like Daredevil in Luke Cage and Iron Fist have also appeared in Spider-Man games before, so like I said, it's long overdue that we do have Daredevil be in a Spider-Man game, and I think the sequel to Spider-Man PS4 is the right time for this. But with that being said, thank you guys for watching this video. If you did enjoy, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you are new, make sure to hit that bell next to the subscribe button to not miss any more content. If you do enjoy my film content, go down in the description below and subscribe to Slightly Insulting. We post very regularly on there as well. But with that being said, once again, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.